Hey YouTube, it's NedgyYGO. So, welcome back. I know it's been a minute. We have been on a little hiatus. Work's been getting really busy in life, and I appreciate your patience if you've been waiting for the next video. Here it is. Quick shout out to Cardboard Diamonds, my local locals, and I just wanted to say they're doing a good job of, I guess trying to make the games as rewarding as possible and locals. So essentially, what they did was, if locals on Friday nights gets up to 16 players minimum, it becomes a box turning, which is really good for prizing and all that for the most recent set. So yeah, just shout out to them. They're doing a great job if they're watching, Alex and all them. So and Brandon, of course. But without further ado, let's get into a DoomZ deck profile. So this is going to be my deck profile for one that I haven't been. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I haven't been paying attention to the meta a ton lately. I've been, keying in here and there, but not extensively. So this is just going to be more deck profile attuned to what I think the deck should be built like as of now. The new support, however, does change some things. It's really, really good. I think with the new support, you don't have to play your bodies as 3-ofs. I think these guys can now be played as 2-ofs or possibly even 1-ofs. And just like dwindle down the engine itself, because this new spell card's so good. So anyways, let's get into it. So we are sticking with our 2 DoomZ 12-0 Drastia. I still think I was toying around with playing 3 or 2, and I think 2 is still just the right ratio, simply because you need a card to use its effect, right? It doesn't do anything by itself. It needs a DoomZ card that you control. Easily searchable, but good at 2. Next up, we are playing 3 of the DoomZ V5 Malthae. Malthae is kind of like, not really, kind of your 1-card starter, but if you see a Malthae, it's not terrible. He is a good normal summon, so if you normal summon, he does get you to Drastia, which then obviously Drastia gets you to your big body, your boss monster, which is kind of what you want to do with this deck. So Malthae is still pretty solid. Also, he has the quick effect, rank up effect. So there's that. All of them do, even Alara, right? So 3 of Alara as well. Alara actually is kind of a 1-card combo. Alara is interesting, right? So if you have Alara in hand, you normal summon Alara. You can search continuous spell pops Alara, and then special summons, you can go Malthae, and then, you're in a Malthae search into Drastia, right? So think of them as kind of like evolution, right? Alara gets you into Malthae gets you into Drastia, right? So think of it as that. So Alara is good. Also sets your Droll floodgates, which is very good, especially if you already have a way to get to another body or another name in hand. If you have 2 names in hand, you can do some really great stuff, which is why I'm maximizing them. Speaking of maximizing, we are playing 3 Medius the Pure. I think you have to maximize Medius. He's too good not to play a 3 in this deck, because, well, you do want to normal summon him all the time, not all the time, but he is mainly for consistency right now. I think in the new build, you can actually cut him to 2 and get away with it. So that way you're not using your normal summon all the time. But yeah, Medius great. Can shuffle himself back from grave, special summon him, or not special summon him by shuffling another monster from hand or field back to deck. So he's good. And to get him out, and really this card feels like a cheat code, is Theo Realize. Theo Realize is just insane. It's a broken card, right? If you wanted to mess around with Fiendsmith, you could do that. I've tried it. It's just okay. I think I'd rather play hand traps in this meta. Theo Realize is just, it's insane, right? You just go full combo, you foolish your Medius the Pure, and then you can look at the top card of your opponent's deck. Basically tell them, hey, I want to tell you what you can top deck. And, give yourself an advantage. Just Theo Realize is insane. Next up, 2 Power Patron DoomZ. This does not need to be played at more than 2. Dare I say this is a 1-of, but he's a decent normal summon if you do somehow manage to get a level 4 body on board previously without normal summoning. On top of that, It does say you can target one of their effect monsters you control, especially when you actually one DoomZ, XZ, or Jupiter Power Patron with the same rank and level. Same rank as the level of that monster, right? So this could be any monster. So as long as you have a level 8 monster that you can target with Power Patron, you can indeed cheat out him, right? So any level 8 gets you Drastrius. So that's kind of the name of the game, is to get Drastrius out. So that's neat. 2 of them. And then 3 of the Raiders. Raiders is pretty good. Kind of the card you want to see the most out of all of these, right? Like, having Raiders plus one of these bodies is really good. Lets you extend and get to your end board. Can't wait for the new spell to come out, though. It will make the deck even better. Not that it was amazing before. It's okay right now. But it's going to make it playable competitively. Next up, so we are playing 2 of the DoomZ and then 1 of the Destruction. So Destruction, I feel like, is obvious. Like, this card, you want to be searching every single time as much as you can, especially if you can get into an XZ plus this, because this, like, drilling somebody without them adding first is just so good. It's really hard to play around Destruction. And then DoomZ, mainly because there's not really a ton of good equip spells right now. I mean, there's some, like, for example, the one I did just get in the mail is Living Fossil. This one's interesting, right? So you target level 4 or lower in your grave, special it, equip, and banish it, leaves the field. And when this leaves the field, you banish it. And let's see. Yeah, the equip monster loses 1,000 attack defense and it's affection negated. So, like, it's really just a body for a more ranked material. So it's fine. You can search it. But for now, this is a DoomZ card. It's an equip card. It prevents targeting. It's good. It's not anything crazy, but it's good. So I think you do have to play 2, in my opinion, right now. Until somebody cracks the code of, like, hey, DoomZ, like, oh, there's some equip spell that's insane, right? Like, I have Mage Power as an option as well, but none of them seem absolutely just, it seem kind of power crept, right? Next up, we are playing the Millennium package, which does include 2 Golem that guards the Millennium treasures and 3 Genjin wakes from a Millennium, 1 Grief tablet, and 1 Wedgie Temple. Now, here's where you're like, okay, why pick this engine? Why does this have more synergy than any other engine you've tried so far, Neji? Well, the answer is this guy right here. Grief Tablet is probably what I've seen the best equip spell with synergy with this deck with any other engine so far. And what it does, it reads that equip monster cannot be attacked or attributed, also is affection negated. And then once per turn, if you control the equip monster, you can add 1 Wedgie card from your deck to your hand, except for Grief Tablet itself. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard because the equip monster is destroyed, you can inflict 500. That's just an add-on. The important part is you add Wedgie Temple, right? You add 1 Wedgie card. So you add Wedgie after you search Grief Tablet, and then you can, you can activate Wedgie, place any monster from your hand, including Millennium, and then you can put Millennium in the Spell and Trap Zone, special it, add Golem will special itself, and then bing, bang, boom, you have a treat. So what the purpose of this engine, though, really quick, is to get into number 8, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, because you can special summon Snake Eyes Doom Dragon by sending 2 face-up monster cards in the Spell and Trap Zone to the grave, right? So the idea is when you get sent to Wedgie Temple, you're going to have a monster, and this guy's going to be on field, and he's level 8. You add this guy, and you place him in the Spell and Trap Zone, and then you send the 2 that are there away. And then you have a rank 8 play. So it's very good. It's very consistent, at least from DoomZ into that. For non-engine, we're going to be at 41 total here. So for non-engine, we're playing Tactics and Call By, the 2 most broken cards in the game. 3 Effect Veiler, 2 Nibiru, 2 Ghost Bell, and 3 Ash Blossom. We're not playing Fua in this build. Even though Fua's fine, like you use it right and it does get you draws, I don't feel like it's worth playing into, I don't know, like keeping this at 41 I think is important. And if I wanted to cut these two and then throw like a third bell in here at 40, I could. I don't want to do that. These cards are too good. And I feel like these are just high impact cards right now still. I might even consider throwing a third bell in the main just to be at 42, but you know, it's whatever. I think that this lineup is solid, especially Valor. Valor has come in clutch pretty often. And you know, like I said, Bell might even be worth consideration for more. So, all right, moving on. Let's get into the extra deck, and we will be possibly taking this to locals. Two Dictorius. Two Dictorius is, I mean, fine. That's 0 defense or whatever. This guy's just literally a body for removal and searching a equip spell. So this is the guy that searches any of your equip spells, right? He kind of bridges you. I think 2 is okay. You don't really need to play more than 2. I don't think in pure. I've never made a third. It's only come up once where I'm like, oh, I guess I could make that, but I'm losing anyways, right? Drastrius is by far the best card in the extra deck. It's a negate on field or grave, I think it is. Yeah, monster effect on field or grave. You quick effect negate and then attach, and then on summon he attaches. So he's three forms of interaction in one card, which is broken. And then if you already have an equip spell equipped to him, like for example, full combo is the trap equipped to him, and then you like equip 2 monsters in your opponent's field, then the ideal play is after him you slap Daddy on board and you equip everything you used to equip from grave to him, and Jupiter becomes a 6500 beat stick that you'll be able to like reborn Adrastes from here. So then the idea is, oh, they don't have any monsters on board. You activate this, detach a material, you know, you can summon Adrastes back or, you know, a Dictorius, and then you have game on board. So that is the overall idea of that strategy. And then for the rest of the extra deck, we have number 101 or number 100 Numerion, and again in that we have Draglubion, Giant Trainer here, number 38 Hope Harbinger, and then the new Hope Harbinger, Titanic Galaxy, and then the Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. These are like your rank 8 options that I find are going to be most useful, especially so like with Doom Dragon, right? Like Doom Dragon's how you get in all these. But as far as the options go, I usually want to go into like this play, right? With Hope Harbinger, Draglubion, Draglubion, and Numeron, right? So Numeron, if I want to get over big body, like let's say Lunalight, if I've baited everything else out and I can't get over the Lunalight body, I'll make Numerion and just attack over it. There's Draglubion, obviously, Giant Trainer. I know it's like 3 level 8 bodies, but that's just if for some reason, I think I actually don't, this deck, I don't think I can actually make it in this deck. I add it in here for Mitsurugi, but I don't know if you guys have another suggestion of what you think this card could be, let me know. I don't think it's going to be useful in the deck though. So apologies for showing the Giant Trainer, but it should not be in there. Next up, the last 3, your boy Zeus, your boy Typhon, and your boy SP Little Knight. Pretty standard, you know, I think you make this when you play against Branded, you make this when you play against, why can't I think of it? Yummy, right? Or Yummy or Canine, and you make this for everything else. So, that is the extra deck. Getting on to the side deck. 3 Mold Charmy Fulos. I am siding this, but I feel like the main is just a little too risky right now. I don't know if you get enough value off of it necessarily, having it in the main. I know a lot of people still have it in the main, but you know, I don't know. It could be worth still maining it just because it's a monster and it's level 4 and all that. So there's that. So then we have also 3 Droll Lockbird. I also feel like this is not worth main decking yet right now, especially with the cards that I have in the deck. Like it does. I don't benefit from shutting my opponent down from adding cards to hand, especially if I miss. I'd rather have like faster interactions for the cards that they have on field. I think that's just faster, better. And it's when I say faster interactions, like Imperm probably is an option I should throw in this deck, and maybe cut some other cards in the deck. You know, like the tactics or the call by possibly, and just throw 3 Imperm in there could be a better option as well. I'm going to explore that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. 3 Retaliating Sea, mainly because Branded and Draco Tail, it's an insane card against them, except for when they resolve their fusion and then they bounce your Retaliating Sea and they continue to play anyways. So it affects them a little bit, but not as much as you might think. They don't get their effects from their Draco Tails hitting the grave, but they can still bounce your Retaliating Sea. So it's not, it does do something because I think you can special it back, right? Special summon in the field. Yeah, so you can just activate it again to special summon itself if it does get bounced. And then the 3 we are playing on the side are Thrust, D-Barrier, Angelic Ring. This is really for, not even for Canine, this is really for like Branded Draco Tail, and this is, I think this package is just good. I think 3 Thrust and 1 D-Barrier is good. Some people have been playing, I say some, I don't know if everyone's on the Black Goat Laughs package, but it's disputable. Some think it's better. I disagree. I think D-Barrier just covers everything else. Like, sure, you can call the 1 card that beats your board, which I guess is the same theory as Sales Ban, right? But I just think D-Barrier call it, like, 4 cards in your side deck that cover everything in the meta, I think is unbeatable. And then, obviously, this one is very niche. I don't main deck it just because not every card has a ton of spells, right? So Sky Striker would be decent against. I guess they could bait it out with any spell, but yeah, that is the side deck, and that is the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I can post some matches this upcoming Friday. If you guys see the profile before then, make sure to comment Doom, capital D-O-M-M, and I will post some clips of me playing this Friday at locals. So I'll do some recordings and get some matches going. If you guys want to see matches, comment Doom, D-O-M-M. All right, and don't forget, last thing before I leave, don't forget to check out the merch on my website. I think I have discounts on there. I'm not sure quite yet, but yeah, don't forget, we got some dope merch on the website. So catch you guys in the next video. Neji out.